You still think the electric revolution was about replacing gas tanks with batteries. You believe the master plan was a simple linear story: build a pricey sports car, make a luxury sedan, and eventually drop an affordable hatchback into your driveway. That comforting narrative was designed to keep competitors asleep and investors calm. But right now, inside Gigafactory, Texas, a cold metallic door snaps shut on a vehicle that has no steering wheel, no pedals, and no driver's seat. It is the Cybercab, fresh off a pilot production line that uses dual dry electrode battery cells the entire auto industry claimed could never be mass-produced. What you are staring at is not the final chapter of a car company. It is the violent disruption of human labor, global power grids, and the fundamental math of money itself. Subscribe to catch the shift before it hits. Go back to August 2nd, 2006, a hot Wednesday afternoon. While the public was obsessing over flip phones and cable reality shows, Elon Musk typed out a 1,000-word blog post entitled "The Secret Tesla Motors Master Plan," just between you and me. Detroit laughed it off as a dot-com delusion, a rich boy playing with hollowed-out Lotus Elise shells in a glorified Silicon Valley garage. To Legacy Auto, those four simple steps, sports car, sedan, mass-market vehicle, solar energy, looked like a hopeless pipe dream. You know how that chapter played out. The Roadster broke the stigma. The Model S redefined luxury. The Model 3 forced global automakers into an existential panic. But if you think that completed the mission, you missed the entire point of the game. That initial four-step roadmap was merely the warm-up lap. Beyond the sheet metal and leather seats sits a terrifyingly massive mathematical model. Musk calls it the Earth equation, laid out in Master Plan Part 3. The scope no longer stops at the factory floor, it spans the Earth's crust. This is no longer about shipping 250,000 unit batches to commuters. It is about calculating the exact thermodynamic flow required to completely repower human civilization. Every cargo ship churning through dark ocean water, every jet cutting through the troposphere, every blast furnace smelting raw iron ore at 1,500 degrees Celsius must be disconnected from fossil fuels. Burn this target into your mind: 240 terawatt-hours. That is the global battery storage capacity Tesla's internal physics team calculated is required to decouple our species from coal and crude. Pair that with 30 terawatts of solar and wind generation, and you have the blueprint to run the planet on clean voltage. Compared to this target, every electric car sitting on the road today is a rounding error. Reaching 240 terawatt-hours requires scaling global battery manufacturing not by 2 or 3 times, but by orders of magnitude. We are talking about earth moving, mining, and chemical refining on a scale that makes the construction of the Panama Canal look like digging in a sandbox, repeated every 12 months. The math behind this transition exposes a secret the petroleum lobby spends billions to obscure. Critics argue that rewiring the world is financially ruinous, pointing to a massive $10 trillion upfront price tag over 20 years. It sounds like an astronomical budget designed to crush sovereign economies. But here's the brutal arithmetic. If we stay on our current path, humanity will burn through $14 trillion over that same 20-year window just to locate, drill, refine, and ignite dirty fossil fuels. Going green doesn't cost extra, it generates a $4 trillion net savings while eliminating 70% of wasted thermal heat. Even the argument about space crumbles under scrutiny. The entire solar and wind footprint required to power human civilization takes up less than 0.2% of the Earth's land area, far less space than we currently scar with coal pits and oil wells. We're not running out of land or money, we're simply running out of excuses. But energy is just the raw blood of this new system. To run it, you need a radical new spine of steel and silicon. Close your eyes and picture a traditional auto plant. You hear the rhythmic clanking of a conveyor belt hauling a heavy steel frame down a miles-long track. Robots twist, sparks shower, and workers scramble to cram components through cramped door frames. That's Henry Ford's linear assembly line, born in 1913. It changed human industry forever, but today it's an ancient bottleneck. In a conventional factory, if a single mechanical arm drops a bolt at station 30, the entire line freezes for 500 workers down the track. It's fragile, slow, and completely incapable of producing 20 million vehicles a year. Tesla is executing a total demolition of Ford's century-old paradigm through the Unboxed Process. Instead of threading a single metal body down a linear snake, they break the vehicle into modular subassemblies. The front gigacasting, the rear frame, the structural battery floor, and the side panels are manufactured and stuffed with wiring simultaneously. It's parallel processing applied to heavy physical manufacturing. This unboxed approach targets the darkest, most expensive villain on the factory floor, the paint shop. In standard auto plants, the entire welded skeleton must be dipped into toxic chemical baths and blasted inside gigantic energy-devouring drying ovens just to paint metal nobody will ever look at. Unboxed eliminates this nightmare by painting individual panels before they ever touch the chassis. When final assembly happens, doors are gone, the floor is wide open, and seats snap directly onto the battery structure with zero physical strain. The result is a factory floor footprint shrunk by 40% and build costs slashed in half. This is the exact manufacturing math required to make a sub-$25,000 platform financially viable. But a hyper-efficient physical body is useless without a brain capable of navigating the chaos of the real world. For over 10 years, the dream of autonomous driving was trapped in a coding prison. Teams of software engineers sat behind monitors, writing hundreds of thousands of lines of hard-coded C++ rules. If a traffic light turns red, apply the brakes. If a pedestrian steps off the curb, stop. But the real world does not care about your code. A human in an inflatable suit riding a unicycle against traffic breaks every heuristic rule ever written. The old systems froze because they lacked intuition. Then came full self-driving version 12, and everything changed. Tesla's AI team took more than 300,000 lines of human-written driving logic and threw them straight into the garbage. In their place, they deployed a single, massive end-to-end neural network. It was the ChatGPT moment for physical robotics. Just as large language models learned human thought by digesting trillions of words, FSD learned human driving by consuming millions of hours of real-world fleet video. There are no lines of code explaining what a stop sign looks like. The neural net simply understands the visual geometry and replicates expert human behavior. This shift transforms a parked vehicle from a depreciating driveway ornament into an autonomous economic driver. The moment FSD surpasses human safety metrics, a threshold shrinking rapidly with every software update, your vehicle becomes an income-generating asset. You sleep while your car navigates city streets, fetches passengers, collects fares, and parks itself back in your driveway before breakfast. Yet automating transportation is only half the equation. To truly scale physical output, you need a mobile workforce that never tires. Subscribe if you see where this is heading. When Elon Musk brought a performer in a white spandex suit onto the stage during AI Day 2021 to perform a goofy dance, tech critics mocked it as a desperation stunt. They failed to realize that Optimus was never a side project. It is the ultimate missing variable in Master Plan Part 3. The primary constraint holding back global industrial expansion is not capital or raw lithium, it is human demographics. The global working-age population is shrinking, and fewer people every year are willing to perform dangerous, bone-crushing industrial labor. Optimus is not a distant sci-fi experiment, it is a Tesla car reconfigured into a bipedal frame. It runs on the exact same FSD inference computer, perceives the physical world through the exact same camera arrays, and navigates environments using the same occupancy networks. The progress has been startling. Inside the Fremont factory, Tesla decommissioned legacy Model S and Model X production lines to install dedicated assembly lines for Optimus, fitting the robot with Gen 3 hands packing 22 degrees of freedom and 50 custom actuators. These hands can delicate sort lithium battery cells on active production lines or handle raw eggs without cracking them. Because Optimus taps directly into Tesla's existing supply chain, battery chemistry, and AI microchips, internal production costs are projected to drop below $20,000 per unit. That's less than the price of an entry-level compact car. When you deploy autonomous mechanical laborers capable of working 24 hours a day to build more mechanical laborers, the traditional cost of physical labor collapses towards zero. And when labor costs evaporate, the price of goods, construction, and energy follows it down the cliff. But while the internet debates humanoid robots, an isolated division of Tesla is quietly printing billions in pure profit behind the scenes. While headline writers obsess over Cybertruck panel alignment, Tesla Energy has turned into a financial monster. For years, stationary energy storage was viewed as an obscure side business. Today, it is the fastest-growing segment in the company's portfolio, anchor-weighted by a matte white industrial box the size of a freight container, the Megapack. Packing nearly 3.9 megawatt-hours of energy storage per unit, a single Megapack can power over 3,000 homes for an hour. As solar and wind installations flood national power grids, they create violent electrical instability, generating massive power surges when the sun peaks and sudden drop-offs when clouds roll in. Megapack acts as an instant industrial shock absorber, injecting massive currents into the grid in milliseconds to prevent regional blackouts. To feed this appetite, Tesla's dedicated megafactories in Lathrop, California and Shanghai are churning out tens of gigawatt-hours of stationary storage every year. The true secret behind Megapack's dominance is an autonomous trading software called Autobidder. Autobidder operates like an automated high-frequency hedge fund for wholesale electricity. The AI scans regional power markets second by second, buying excess solar electricity when prices plunge into negative territory, storing it in the Megapack, and selling it back to the grid during peak evening hours when power prices skyrocket. It converts raw chemical storage into an automated cash machine. This is the operational backbone that makes the 240 terawatt-hour global target possible. But all of these systems, cars, robots, and megabatteries, rely on solving a brutal chemical bottleneck at the molecular level. For decades, battery manufacturing was held hostage by a messy, toxic chemical workflow known as the wet process. To create battery electrodes, manufacturers mix active lithium powders with hazardous solvents like NMP, creating a thick, toxic sludge. This slurry is painted onto metal foils and dragged through football field-long drying ovens, burning astronomical amounts of electricity just to evaporate the liquid out. These ovens account for nearly 30% of a battery plant's energy consumption and require massive real estate. Tesla set out to eliminate the solvent entirely using a dry electrode process, an engineering mountain that took nearly 8 years to conquer following their acquisition of Maxwell Technologies. After years of cathode cracking, material delamination, and production setbacks, Tesla achieved full-scaled mass production of both dry anodes and dry cathodes at Gigafactory, Texas. By pressing dry active powders directly onto foil without solvents, they eliminated the massive drying ovens altogether. The structural impact of this dual dry breakthrough is massive. It reduces the factory footprint required for battery production by up to 50% and drops manufacturing energy consumption by 10x. It allows Tesla to pack maximum active material in their 4680 soda can cells while slashing capital expenditures in half. Resolving this nightmare was the final physical key needed to scale production toward terawatt levels. Now, with the chemistry unlocked, Tesla is staking its entire corporate future on a massive, high-stakes gamble. Tesla stands at a dramatic fork in the road that has Wall Street holding its breath. On one side was the traditional route, the long-rumored $25,000 Model 2, a standard hatchback with a steering wheel and pedals designed to fight off low-cost Chinese EV competitors. On the other side sits the radical play, the Cybercab, a pure, unadulterated robotaxi built with no steering wheel, no pedals, and no rear window, designed purely around autonomous software. Musk made the call and pushed the company's chips to the center of the table. Tesla deprioritized the traditional human-driven budget car to go all in on autonomous Cybercab production at Gigafactory, Texas, targeting fleet deployment across major metropolitan hubs. Musk views building a cheap car with a steering wheel in the mid-2020s as investing in a slightly faster horse carriage right as the assembly line arrives. If autonomous software stalls or regulatory walls hold firm, Tesla risks entering a dangerous product gap. But if Cybercab hits its target operating cost of 20 cents per mile, it instantly undercuts ride-sharing platforms, personal car ownership, and municipal transit systems around the globe. So what is the secret master plan? It was never just about selling electric cars. The vehicles were merely the entry point. Master Plan Part 3 is an operational blueprint to trigger post-scarcity. Look at the three pillars standing together. Infinite clean energy from solar and megapacks driving electricity costs towards zero. Infinite transportation through autonomous cybercabs making mobility virtually free, and infinite physical labor through Optimus, decoupling economic output from human population limits. Whether this grand gamble succeeds completely or stumbles against regulatory reality, the blueprint has been executed and the fuse is lit. Subscribe to Dravexa for the real story.